It's a time to become offensive, not a time to become defensive. But our offense can't be in the flesh. It can't be carnal. We don't want to become, like so many Christians are today, lobbyists. We're not involved in politics. This nation is not our home. This planet is not our home. We're pilgrims, we're sojourners, and He's gone to prepare a place for us. Amen? We're going to be going pretty soon, and we need to realize that. We need to start living for the eternal. So as I was just kind of meditating, Lord, what do you want to say to us as we do start this new year? 2 Timothy chapter 4, passage we're all very familiar with, but Paul speaking to the pastor of this great church in Ephesus, cosmopolitan church, a church that's probably very much like we are in the D.C. area today, prosperous. It was a center of commerce. We know that its library, as we had shared, was second only to the library of Alexandria. These are a people that are learned, prosperous. And in the midst of that, Paul's admonition to this pastor was, verse 2 of chapter 4, preach the word. Amen? How do we deal with the dilemma that we're facing in our day with all of the hedonism, with all of this secularism and humanism that's invading the churches? Tragically, after 200 years, this ingenious system that was devised of the Democratic Republic, we are becoming socialists. And we watch all that has been dear to us in the natural disintegrating before our eyes. We see churches ordaining homosexuals. We see a generation drunk on hedonism, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. What do we do? Preach the Word. Amen? Just preach the Word. Don't be deceived by any of the other movements that are going to want to embrace secularism and natural means and say if we somehow compromise, we can reach the youth of this generation. Preach the Word. Paul said, I'm not ashamed of the gospel. It's the power of God unto salvation. Amen? So as we set our course very clearly in this hour, preach the Word, be instant in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.